with all of our culture being in New York City, at that point, prior to that, my record taking off and then things.
Balenciaga make them this day.
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Man, I'm talking about
in the past.
In the past, this didn't happen right now. That wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah. You just assumed it was Cassie. I understand.
Like she didn't help nobody.
No. But time out, Fifth.
Okay.
Can Crocs ever be cool?
No, not even if.
Murder in the second degree for the death of George Floyd.
Unraveling tensions with Diddy's son. We've got some major PRS or public relations strategies unfolding right here, folks. Diddy's son is making headlines, claiming gangs and then recanting. And that's not all. Jonathan Major's girlfriend steps up in court. Megan Thee Stallion switches up her story, and we'll get into the trigger action related to George Floyd's killer. Stick around, and if you're new, hit that like button and subscribe for more. Now, 50 Cent isn't letting up on Diddy. He's playing the 48 Laws of Power like a pro, suggesting Diddy should lose all his papers.
So, Diddy,
I can't tell y'all which girlfriend, but it definitely happened.
How many girlfriends you got, Diddy? We only know one.
With all of our culture being in New York City, at that point, prior to that, my record taking off and then things.
I mean, I got proposed to.
Oh, they proposed to you?
You did?
Yeah, and I said yes.
Balenciaga make them this day.
Nicki Minaj or Cardi B?
Right.
Yeah, but I was just telling a story about just a wild night that happened.
The film and television stuff, I started to look closer at it, and it was exciting. It's a challenge for me.
Other artists wouldn't work with you, and you wouldn't work with other artists, so it made it so it wasn't a collective. It was a division.
Yeah.
That is a wild
years,
night.
Years.
You're lucky you weren't engaged. You might have got married.
Check out what 50 Cent posted about Diddy's situation. It's intense. He's predicting trouble for Shan Holmes' empire and brand after sexual assault suits. And he's not holding back, saying Diddy will be fine, using the 48 Laws to crush his enemies and maintain his wealth. But the plot thickens. Diddy's son is caught up in some online chaos, throwing gang signs. What's up with that, especially with all the challenges Diddy is facing? King Combs, born with a silver spoon, seems to be acting out.
Your beef that you had
was
a real thing.
Like it was a real thing. And
it was bigger than hip hop.
If you say this, look.
Man, I'm talking about
in the past.
In the past, this didn't happen right now. That wasn't.
Okay.
Yeah. You just assumed it was Cassie. I understand.
Such a superstar, and the music was so big, and you were so successful, and so many hits upon so many hits that.
But I try to make sure, like, if I'm going to this spot, make sure y'all going to the other spot.
Like you didn't help nobody.
No. But time out, Fifth.
Okay.
Be careful in the clubs. What to look out for.
And when you came up, I know your story, and you and I have had a conversation.
To be a part of those projects because the process is a little different. Like instinctively, when I'm writing music,
Nino questions his decisions, and even King Yell steps in, urging him to choose the bag over gang life. In a twist, Diddy's son denies gang affiliation as the Rico police gear up. But the real question is, does anyone really know what's happening? Nino throws it out there, don't nobody know nothing. And 50 Cent, true to form, continues to keep the pressure on Diddy. He's not letting the PRS slide, pointing out the risks Diddy faces and hinting at more to come. In the midst of all this, we've got a short video addressing life's chaos. The man talks about dealing with shenanigans, spreading the word about Jesus, and people losing their minds. The conversation takes an unexpected turn, delving into porn addiction and the much-anticipated GTA 6 trailer, creating a mix of personal struggles and pop culture. So, buckle up, folks. From Diddy drama to GTA 6 excitement, this video is a roller coaster of PRS, personal chaos, and everything in between. Stay tuned for more updates on the ever-unfolding saga.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's just really showing them how to really...
So, and I don't expect you... And see, here's the thing is, you had, back then...
Can Crocs ever be cool?
no, not even if.
Okay.
Time out. When you came around, though, it was like everybody, because you were so...
Oh, see, that's nothing. That's a good lie to say in Vegas. Let's go get married right now. That ain't nothing. In Vegas?
Like, once I got really invested in music, that's initially all I wanted to work, Steve. And then...
making sure that, they know how to really move around and stay on point.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they have a problem. They wouldn't be able to come back home.
Oh, well, then I'll leave this part of the story out.
To that fact, you was 100% correct.
That's all I'm saying.
Charges against Derek Chauvin. John Tursak, a former member of the Mexican Mafia, is facing charges of attempted slaying, attack with the intent to commit slaying, attack with a dangerous weapon, and attack resulting in bodily injury. He allegedly knifed former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin 22 times while they were both incarcerated at the Tucson Federal Prison. Tursak claimed that he would have fatally harmed Chauvin had correctional officers not intervened swiftly. He is currently serving a 30-year sentence for crimes he committed while functioning as an FBI informant. Tursak revealed that he had contemplated knifing a police officer convicted of causing the demise of George Floyd. According to the criminal complaint, Tursak attacked Chauvin with an improvised knife with the intention of inflicting bodily harm and committing slaying. Tursak informed investigators that he selected Black Friday, the day following Thanksgiving, as the date for his attack because it held symbolic significance for both the Black Lives Matter movement.
Single acts directed at a single person fall within the gambit of murder in the third degree.
Now the Supreme Court has said that they agree.
Murder in the second degree for the death of George Floyd.
The Supreme Court has denied review, remanded it back to the Court of Appeals.
With the Court of Appeals, that the third-degree murder charge is the appropriate charge.
When intent is directed at a single person, this is a legal principle that they have established now as precedent.
Second-degree murder, we've consulted with each other, and we agree.
Which said no, it had immediate precedential value. Judgment had not been entered yet.
Based on the alleged facts in this case, and it should be reinstated.
And the black hand symbol associated with the Mexican Mafia. Tursak was transported to the hospital for emergency medical treatment, where he waived his Miranda rights and denied any intention to slay Chauvin. He expressed his belief in forgiveness and justice, stating that the justice system operates by a system of fairness. Tursak's inmates were angry at him for taking Chauvin out to lunch every day with his tax money, as he felt like he was being taken to lunch with George Floyd.
As he said, the Court of Appeals had asked him to make a decision that was consistent with their opinion.
Well, according to Minnesota law, you have to have premeditation and deliberation to charge first-degree murder.
And today we learned that he was actually bound. It sounded like, at least the language that he was using, bound by that Court of Appeals.
Second-degree murder, you have to intend for death to be the result.
Accordingly, I am bound by that. I have to apply the rule, even though they are factually different.
But now it's something that they can use, so it's really going to help them.
For second-degree felony murder, you have to intend the felony.
Appeals decision last week regarding that third-degree charge. I think the way he actually stated it today.
And then death be the result, without necessarily having it be the intent.
And we know back in the fall, Judge Cahill actually dropped that third-degree charge.
He also expressed his desire to take Chauvin out of prison and be treated like one of them. In the aftermath, Megan, a stallion, changed her story, claiming that she lied about the incident. Tory Lane, who witnessed the incident, was supportive of Tursak's beliefs and went away, saying he believed in him. The conversation revolves around a man who is being treated poorly by his friends and family. He is given 10 years for his reckless behavior, which is not changing. He is also seen in a car accident where he was standing over the window and then in the back seat. The group is discussing the man's behavior and how he can't stand in the back of his car.
To the prosecutor, quite frankly, to Mr. Neil Cardi, because
saying that the Newer case was not precedential at that time.
First, today, I filed an amended complaint that charges.
And that was the sole reason for the denial of the motion. That was appealed to the Court of Appeals.
Well, this is what you call in litigation a gift.
And as he said, that was part of their holding. It is not dictum.
Mr. Cardial issued a 42-page brief where only 4 pages were about Newer.
I believe the evidence available to us now supports the stronger charge.
Denied the motion to reinstate.
That charges former Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin.
So it's something that the state really hasn't relied on.
Navigating chaos. The conversation also touches on the topic of porn addiction, as Tamara Stone shares her story of her fiancé's death from a drug addiction. She also mentions that she has been trying to stop the madness surrounding porn and the GTA 6 trailer. The group is excited about the release of the trailer, but they are unable to show it due to Rockstar blocking it. The group is eagerly anticipating the game and is not sure where they are supposed to be. In summary, the conversation revolves around a man who is dealing with a lot of chaos and is dealing with issues such as porn addiction and a trailer for GTA 6. The conversation then moves on to the topic of Ashanti and Nelly's relationship, with Nelly being 49 and Ashanti being 43. It is acknowledged that sometimes being separated can lead to defensiveness and miscommunication, but they are committed to standing up for their beliefs. Finally, discussing the importance of family and the importance of respecting the person who is delivering packages. People also mention the importance of avoiding the breakup of a family, as seen in the case of Cardi B. We all discuss the complexities of long-term relationships and their impact on individuals. The speaker mentions that some people are addicted to the novelty of new relationships, which can lead to anxiety when they fall out of love and want to move on to the next relationship. However, long-lasting relationships are steady, smooth, and have periods of stability, boredom, excitement, and laughter. As mentioned, both Cardi B and Offset have unfollowed each other, which is a common occurrence in relationships. This suggests that this may be a ploy to gain attention for Cardi B, as they often do this in the wake of artists generating news. Also moving on to discuss Jonathan M's assault trial, where his ex-girlfriend played a recording in court where the actor demanded her to behave like Keita Scott and Malia Obama. The recording details what happened in the past relationship, where Mages became angry with her in 2021 and gave her specific instructions for behavior around the dogs. She described the incident as the first time she felt scared of him, and she continued her testimony about the time in June when she went to a festival with poor cell phone reception and Jonathan Mages was not very nice about it. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.